Now here the question is, we are given some functions psi1x, psi2x, fx and gx, and then we have to find which of the following statement is correct. Now for this first statement, we need to find fx and gx. Now before that, we'll work out this gx a bit. So this gx, it is defined as this integral from 0 to x square under root t e to the power minus t dt when x is greater than 0. Now we'll take a substitution. We'll let t as z square. Then we can write this gx. Now this lower limit is 0 and upper limit will be this x. Now this is z e to the power minus z square, and here will be 2z dz. So we can write this as 2 times this integral from 0 to x z square e to the power minus z square into dz. And we know that in definite integral, variable doesn't matter. So we can write this as this integral from 2 to x e to the power minus t square dt. Now this fx is this integral from minus x to plus x, and it is an even function. So if it is an even function, so we can write this as 2 times, then from 0 to x, now this mod t will be simply t, so it will be t minus t square e to the power minus t square dt. Now we'll add these two functions. Now if we add gx and fx, we can write gx plus fx. Now this 2t square will cancel, so we'll get this as this integral from 0 to x 2t e to the power minus t square dt. Now here we'll take t square as z, 2t dt will be dz, so it will be e to the power minus t square upon minus 1, and then from 0 to x, so it will be simply 1 minus e to the power minus x square. Now we need to find the value of f under root log 3 plus g under root log 3. So this g root log 3 plus f root log 3 will be 1 minus e to the power minus, now this is log 3, minus log 3 is 1 by 3, so it is 1 minus 1 by 3, and 1 minus 1 by 3 will be 2 by 3. So this option A, it is incorrect. Now for this option B, it says there exists alpha such that phi1x equals 1 plus alpha x. Now phi1x is e to the power minus x plus x, and it will be equal to 1 plus alpha x, or e to the power minus x will be 1 plus alpha minus 1 into x. Now if we draw the graph of e to the power minus x, it will be this function, and here this value is 1, and since here alpha is greater than 1, it will be this straight line which is increasing. So these two functions, they will never intersect when the value of x is greater than 1. So this option B, it is incorrect. Now for this option 3, let us consider this function which is psi2x, and it is x square minus 2x minus 2 e to the power minus x plus 2 in the interval 0 to x. Now this is continuous and differentiable. So if we use LMVT's theorem, then there exists at least one beta in the interval 0 comma x such that psi dash 2 beta will be psi2x minus psi2 0 upon x minus 0. Now if we differentiate this function, we'll get this as 2 beta minus 2 and plus 2 e to the power minus beta, and here will be this psi2x and psi2 0 is 0. Now we can write this psi2x as 2 into beta plus e to the power minus beta minus 2. Now this is nothing but this is psi 1 beta, so it will be 2 times psi 1 beta minus 1. That means this statement C is correct. So this option C, it is correct. And next it says monotonicity of this function f. Now we differentiate this function, we can write f dash x as 2 x minus x square e to the power minus x square. So we'll get 0 and 1. So this is minus, plus and minus. Now in between 0 and 3 by 2, it is increasing and then decreasing. So that means this option D is also incorrect. So the correct option is this option C. Now for the same question, the second part is psi 1x is less than or equal to 1. Now if we look at psi 1x psi 1x is e to the power minus x plus x when x is greater than or equal to 0. Then psi 1 dash x will be 1 minus e to the power minus x and will be greater than 0. So this psi x will be an increasing function. So if x is greater than equal to 0, then psi 1 x will be greater than equal to psi 1 0. Now psi 1 0 is 1. So this psi 1 dash x, it is always greater than or equal to 1. That means this option A, it is incorrect. Now if we look at psi 2x, psi 2x is x square minus 2x minus 2 e to the power minus x plus 2. Now if we differentiate this function, we can write psi 2 dash x as 2 x minus 1 and plus 2 e to the power minus x. Now when x is greater than 1, it is always greater than 0. Now when x lies between 0 and 1, if we expand it, we can write 2x minus 1 plus 1 minus x plus x square upon factorial 2. Now this 1 and x will cancel, and since we have this positive value, so it will always be greater than 0. So this psi dash x, it is greater than 0 for all x greater than 0. So this psi 2x, it is also an strictly increasing function. So if x is greater than equal to 0, then psi 2x is also greater than or equal to psi 2 0, and psi 2 0 is 0. So this is always greater than equal to 0. So that means this option B is also incorrect. Now if we look at this function fx, this function fx is 2 times this integral from 0 to x t minus t square e to the power minus t square dt. Now we can write this as integral from 0 to x 2t e to the power minus t square dt, and then minus 2 times this integral from 0 to x t square and e to the power minus t square dt. Now if we take t square as z, we'll get this as minus e to the power minus z, which is 1 minus e to the power minus x square, and then here we'll have this minus 2, and we can write this as this integral from 0 to x, and this is t square, and if we expand this e to the power function, so it will be 1 minus t square plus t to the power 4 dt. So it will be 1 minus e to the power minus x square. Now this is minus 2 by 3 x cube plus 2 by 5 x to the power 4, and then here we have this minus sign, positive remainder. So this function will always be less than or equal to 1 minus e to the power minus x square minus 2 by 3 x cube plus 2 by 5 x to the power 4. That means this option C is also incorrect. Now if we look at this option D, and this option D is this integral gx, which is this integral from 0 to x square under root t e to the power minus t dt. Now we can write this as this integral from 0 to x square. This is under root t, and this is 1 minus t plus t square upon 2 minus t cube upon 6 up to dt. So it will be this integral from 0 to x square, and this is t to the power 1 by 2 minus t to the power 3 by 2 plus t to the power 5 by 2 upon 2, and then minus t to the power 7 by 2 upon 6, and so on dt. Now we integrate this, we'll get t to the power 3 by 2, and this is 2 by 3 minus this is t to the power 5 by 2 and 2 by 5 plus 2 by 7 t to the power 7 by 2, and so on, and this value from 0 to x square. So we'll get this value as 2 by 3 x cube minus 2 by 5 x to the power 5 plus, now here we have this 2, so this 2 and 2 will cancel, So we'll get this as 1 by 7 x to the power 7, and then we have this minus sign, so it will be minus in some value. So that means it will be less than or equal to 2 by 3 x cube minus 2 by 5 x to the power 5 and plus 1 by 7 x to the power 7. So the correct option is this option D.